Have you ever felt out of place with people your own age? Like you're the responsible one, the calm one, the person who thinks 10 steps ahead while everyone else just wants to have fun? Psychology has a name for this feeling. People often call it being an old soul, but underneath that is a real pattern of traits that usually show up later in life. If you already have them when you're young, you're not boring. You're mentally older than your age. Here are 8 real signs you're an old soul based on psychology, not fantasy. 1. You crave deep conversations, not constant entertainment. Small talk feels exhausting. You'd rather talk about life, purpose, human behavior, or ideas than gossip or trends. Psychologists call this a high need for cognition, a personality trait where people actually enjoy thinking deeply and structuring the world in meaningful ways. Most people look for distraction. You look for understanding. That alone makes you feel older inside than your age on paper. 2. You think long-term even when everyone else lives for today. You worry about consequences your friends don't even see yet. Money, health, reputation, future opportunities. Research on future time perspective shows that some people naturally think further ahead and organize their actions around their future self, a pattern that tends to increase with age. If you already do this as a teenager or young adult, your brain is playing the long game while others are still stuck in right now. 3. You stay calm by reframing situations instead of exploding. When something bad happens, your first reaction isn't drama, it's, okay, what can I learn from this? How do I handle it better next time? That's a classic emotion regulation strategy called cognitive reappraisal, changing how you interpret a situation so it hurts less and makes more sense. Studies show older adults rely on this strategy more than younger adults, and that it's linked to better emotional well-being. If you're already doing this, you're using a skill psychology usually expects from people with a lot more life experience. 4. You feel more comfortable around older people. You've always found it easier to connect with teachers, mentors, or people a decade older than you. It's not because you dislike your peers. It's because your mindset matches theirs. Research on empathy and perspective taking shows that people who naturally put themselves in others' shoes tend to build deeper, more prosocial relationships. Old souls often jump into that style of relating early. You get along with older people because your emotional language is already there. 5. You carry responsibility seriously even when you don't have to. You're the one who worries if everyone gets home safe. You remember deadlines, keep promises, and feel guilty when you let someone down. Psychologists call this trait conscientiousness, being organized, reliable, and disciplined. Research shows conscientious people plan carefully, take obligations seriously, and are seen as dependable. That's why people may say, "You're so mature for your age." They're seeing a personality pattern that usually gets stronger with age, already active in you. 6. You spend a lot of time reflecting on yourself. You don't just feel things, you analyze them. Why did I react like that? What does this pattern say about me? This is metacognition, thinking about your own thinking and using that to guide your choices. Research shows that self-reflection and metacognition help people create meaning from their experiences and adjust their behavior over time. In simple terms, you're not just living life, you're studying it. That's a very older mind thing to do. 7. You care more about meaning than excitement. Parties, drama, and constant novelty don't impress you for long. You feel more drawn to purpose, doing work that matters, helping people, or building something that lasts. Studies consistently find that having meaning and purpose in life is strongly linked to psychological well-being and long-term happiness, beyond short-term pleasure. While others chase the next high, your brain is already asking the bigger question, what is this all for? 8. Trends don't control you. Your values do. You don't feel pressured to copy every fashion, opinion, or lifestyle you see online. Your choices come from inner standards, not from what's currently popular. Traits like openness to experience and a strong inner sense of self are linked to curiosity, imagination, and evaluating ideas for yourself instead of blindly following the crowd. That's why you often feel out of sync with your generation. You're guided by timeless principles more than temporary trends. If you recognize yourself in these signs, it doesn't mean you're better than other people, and it doesn't mean you have everything figured out. It simply means your mind developed certain later-in-life skills earlier than most. Deeper thinking, long-term vision, emotional regulation, responsibility, and meaning. That can feel lonely at times, but it's also a powerful foundation for your future. You're not weird for feeling older inside. You're just an old soul in a young body, and the world will need that maturity more than you realize. If you want more psychology videos that explain why you think and feel differently from most people, hit subscribe. The next one might finally put words to something you've felt your entire life.